Okay, we are live and welcome back to the pre-match show of today's 100 Women's Tournament. And today we have a double-headed day. Obviously, the first game is between Northern Superchargers Women versus Southern Brave, and the toss has already happened. Northern Superchargers have opted to bat first, and both teams have won, two games each. So a fantastic start for both the teams. But today, I think one streak is definitely going to break. So uh, a huge game for both of them because both these teams will look to continue the winning momentum. So that is one game, and the another game. The second game is Wills Fire versus Manchester Originals. As we all know, that Manchester Original have won one game out of three, having lost two. Unfortunately, both the loss came at their home ground in Manchester. But for Wills Fire, things have not gone, you know, have gone pretty bad, I will say, because they have lost both the games so far. So if they do not win today also, I think then the tournament might can be over for them. It might be too late for them to be in the race for the you know the eliminator or maybe for the final. So I think that is why they need to buckle up quickly and need to win today's game. Otherwise, things will become more harder for them. So these are the two games. Obviously, Trishadi will join us in some time. She's busy with some work, but she will join in some time. Okay, you guys can comment. I will take those comments. And okay, before coming to this games, we have to talk about the first ODI between India A women versus Australia A women. Today it happened, and it was a I think 3 wickets win, right? Yes, 3 wickets win for the India A women. Yastika Bhatia played a good knock. I think still I think she would be more happier if she would have closed the game while chasing. She scored around 59, 50. She scored 59, but I think when she got out, things could have been a bit trickier for for the Indians because then 2 3 wickets fall suddenly in a regular interval and things become a bit tricky. So there was a chance maybe India could have uh, get some get themselves into some trouble and maybe the chase would have been completed, but somehow they managed to do that and ultimately they ended up winning by 3 wickets. So that's a good start to the ODI series because the way they played in the T20I series, yeah, the fight was there in the first match, even in the third match, but the second match was horrible, especially getting all out for 73 runs. So I think the way they batted today, the way they approached the game, and the bowlers were superb today again. Because if you are restricting Australia A to 214, getting bundled out them for 2,214, and Alyssa Haley didn't look that good with the bat today. She did the wicket keeping today. That's a good point, and I think Trishadi was correct on that. That because in that live, you guys can remember that Trishadi was saying that maybe just for the T20 series, I think she is not doing the wicket keeping, but she will do in the ODI series, and that is what we saw today. That Elisa Haley did the wicket keeping duties, so that is what. But again, all eyes will be on her, in the upcoming two games in the ODIs, that how she does, because ultimately is the ODI format that you're looking forward to play, and this is the format in which the World Cup is going to happen. So I think that is what obviously Radha Yadav did well, picked up 3 wickets. So again, two. So you can say that two experienced players. Obviously, Astika Bhatia is one of the experienced players. Did well today. Radha Yadav did well today. Prima Datt, I think, went wicketless, but she was economical. I will say 54 runs in 10 overs is not that bad, but she would be more happier with some wickets, even us. So that is one point. But for Shefali Verma, again, a good start. I think she scored in 30s, a good start, but again, she failed to continue that. That is what I'm saying and again, that as a senior batter, and in especially in ODI for me, if Shefali Verma is getting those starts, as to convert them at least. I'm not talking about scoring 100 in every game, but at least make those 30s into 60s, 70s, 80s, because that will give more brisker start to the team, and obviously that will give her more confidence, because with this 30s it is very difficult for her to get a place back in the ODI setup right now for India, because see, Yastika Bhatia did well today. One opportunity, I think she got this opportunity after a long time, but she looked good. She scored those important 59 runs. Most of the chase she was there. During the most of the chase she was there. Yes, but as I said earlier also, that she would have been more happier if she would have close down the chase, but unfortunately she couldn't. So that is one point, but a good start. So India will look to continue that momentum and ended up winning the series, the ODI series, because the T20 series was a horrible one. But let's see how the ODI goes. Okay, now moving on to the first match of the 100, Northern Superchargers versus Southern Brave. As I mentioned, both the teams have won 2 games each. Okay, let's see the playing level. Yes, for Southern Brave, obviously, Daniel White Hodge is there, Maya Boucher is there, Laura Ulbert is there, Sophie Devine is there. One day, Laura Ulbert played that excellent knock in the first game while they were chasing and they won the game. Sophie Devine was fantastic, in all round brilliance from her, and she won the game. Obviously, Freya Kemp is there, Chloe Tryon is there, Mary Villiers, Lauren Bell. Lauren Bell has been superb. If I am not wrong, she is one of the top wicket takers right now in this 100 going in this ongoing tournament, and she has been superb. The way she has used her variations, the slower ball, the bouncer, I think she has been superb. And the best part is not only with the new ball, even in the middle over or even in the death over, so whenever she has given the responsibility, she has done well. So I think another day that Southern Brave fans, even the players will hope that okay, Lodingham continues her form and do the good things that she has been doing for Northern Superchargers. I was very happy in the last game, as I mentioned earlier. The Devina Payton did well. Uh, I have been saying this all the time since the start of this tournament. That please keep an eye on this player. She is very talented and she is very exciting player to watch out for. And she scored those beautiful unbeaten 72 runs, if I'm not wrong, in the last game, and was also the player of the match and won the game for her team. So again, she will look to continue that momentum. Elias Davidson Richards is there, Phoebe Litchfield. We would love to see her getting some runs because obviously I think for herself and obviously in the context of the upcoming ODI World Cup, she will be a part of the Australia setup. There is no denying about that. But to get a place in the playing 11 in a regular manner, I think she needs to be more consistent in any kind of matches, and she has to score. So I think this is a huge match for her. Annabelle Sutherland is there, obviously all rounder. We all know what she can bring to the table. Captain Holly Armitage is there, base at Kate Cross, obviously. So today we can see, Lauren Bell for Southern Brave, Kate Cross for Northern Superchargers. So that is one. Lucy Hyam, Lindsay Smith, she has been decent. If you see the India series, she was okay. In the West Indies series, she was not that good, and that's why some criticism was there. Even Heather Knight talked about that because Charlie Dean was not there. I can remember one interview where Heather Knight said that you can bring in Charlie Dean in place of her because Charlie Dean gives you more opportunity wicket taking opportunities than her. But she has been good. I think in the India series she has been okay, and she was okay. And in this 100 tournament also, I think she has been good. So Lindsay Smith, another name, obviously Grace Bellinger is there. So this is the thing. But if you ask me, I think Southern Brave is starting for me as a favorites. I think that they should win because on paper the team looks more balanced than Superchargers. And if you see the names that they have, obviously Danny White is there, Maya Boucher is there, Laura Ulbert at number 3, Sophie Devine at number 4, Freya Kemp, Chloe Tryon. I think super batting lineup. And if you see the bowling also, I think it looking well balanced. So I think overall, if you consider the batting and batting and bowling departments, I think from Northern Superchargers, Southern Brave are looking a bit more favorable going into this match. Okay, okay. We'll talk about the second match also. Obviously, we'll be back for the post-match show after 2 matches getting over. So that is why if you see the Welsh Fair, I think it's a huge game for Welsh Fair as I mentioned because they have not won a single game so far. 2 matches down, 2 losses. So it's a huge game for them to opening their account. Otherwise, it will be difficult for them to be alive in the race for the playoff. For Manchester Originals, there is no consistency. See, you start the tournament with a loss. Second game, you won the game, and that is because of your captain. Meg Lanning played that supernova of 70. Your team scored only 139, and your captain scored 70. So more than 50%, if you see. So again and again, in the third match, your captain failed. Your batting again didn't look that good on paper, on the field, and ultimately you ended up losing the match. And The most shocking part that is, you have lost both the home games, because in a franchise league we expect your home games to be to be your most advantage, to take most advantage of those games. Obviously, home crowd is there, the support is there, and we expect them to be loud and enough to be loud to help you guys to pump up, to help to win those crunch situations. But unfortunately, they have managed, they have failed to do so. And so for today, again, for them also it is a huge game, because if they lost today, then it is three losses, one win in 4 games, and things will not look good for them going forward. So I think it's a huge game for today. So I think more than the first game, the second game is more significant one in the context of the tournament. Obviously, in the first game, both have won two each, so one loss maybe will not make that much of any difference. But obviously, no team wants to lose that momentum, and obviously that is why I think Southern Brave and Northern Superchargers both will look to continue their momentum with a super performance. So that is it. Okay, let's see if there are any comment. No, I am not seeing as of now. There is no such comments. We'll check after some time. Okay, let me talk about the table for some time. The points table. Uh, yes, the defending champion London Spirit. The defending champion London Spirit in the top spot. 3 games, 3 wins. They have been superb. I'll say. The way they have managed to win those crunch situation. Even in the last game, they were kind of under pressure, but somehow they managed to come out, and especially Grace Harris. Grace Harris has been superb from them with the bat, with the ball. She has been superb. Even as captain, Charlton has been pretty impressive. So I think the calls that she has taken so far, I think that have come, as a fruitful ones for the teams. Yes. Okay. Then obviously Northern Superchargers and Southern Brave are the second and third team at the third spot with 2 wins each, 2 games. And today, one team will definitely go will continue their momentum, but for other team the streak will be broken. Oval Invincibles in the fourth spot with 4 points. Then again with the 4 points in the fifth spot is Manchester Originals, but it's a huge game for them today. Uh, then Birmingham Phoenix with 4 points in 3 games. Okay, Trent Rockets and Welsh Fire. Okay, Trent Rockets and Welsh Fire. These two teams have not won anything so far. Yes, as Shrish is here. Hi Shrish, I think do or die for Welsh Fire. Absolutely, even I think so. Because as I mentioned several times earlier also, that in a tournament like 100, you cannot lose 3 or 4 consecutive games, and that too even not winning a single game so far. So I think if they lost today, 3 games, 3 losses, I think it is very hard for them to make a comeback to be in the race for that, eliminator or for the final spot. So I think it's a huge game for Wolves fan. But if you can, but if you see that for Manchester Originals also, this is a huge game, because they also searching for that consistency, because they lost that first match, then they come back and they win in the second game. All things look good. Okay, now we thought that okay they might go for a winning streak, but ultimately in next game only they faced a defeat. So I think it's a huge game for them to find that consistency. So again, as I mentioned, that the second game today, Wolfspire versus you know Manchester Originals, is more significant than this first one, because in the first game both the teams have won 2 games each. Yes. Okay. Okay, she's saying whenever India has won against Australia women's team, mostly on those occasions, Australia has consumed more extras. Same happened today. Exactly. I was listening to the commentators. They were pointing the same. Not that, on every occasion this has happened, but they have pointed that, yes, Australians have been a little bit, out of discipline, not disciplined today, because they bowled kind of, extras, and obviously that will definitely help not only India, any opposition against whom they are playing. So I think that played a big role, but ultimately you have to say that the way they bowled, India bowled today, I think that was very disciplined bowling, and it was so good to getting bundled out in Australia, women in Australia for 214. And with the start they got with Yastika and Shefali Verma, I think the chase was in their hand. But as I mentioned, after Yastika's wicket, and I think Dhara could have done a bit more. Dhara looked good. She was looking good. She was looking well composed and all, but down the leg side, the way she got out, and she'll be gutted, she'll be frustrated. Because at one stage, I was thinking that both Dhara and Yastika will take us home and win this game for India. Then maybe Yastika could have ended with a century, or Dhara could have ended with unbeaten 70 or 80. So that would have been fantastic. But again, when Dhara got out and then after 59 scoring 59, Yastika got out, things become a little bit crazy because 2 3 wickets fell suddenly, and I think that was a moment when Australia A thought that okay, this might be the gate that we're looking to open, and the gate is open, and now let's attack fully. But I think rugby based and and the following batters did well enough to you know to do well under the pressure and ultimately pull up the chase. So a good win to the start of the ODI series. Okay. ओके शिवराज कल त्रिषा जी आज नहीं आएगी, त्रिषा जी आएगी, त्रिषा जी का अचानक से काम आ गया इसलिए, नहीं तो ऑल सेट था, हम दोनों ही आने वाले थे। वो मुझे बोलिए कि अभी आएगी, देखते अगर मैं देखता हूँ, अगर होते अगर इसके मिडिल में आ गई तो ठीक है, नहीं तो एकदम पोस्ट शो में मिलते हैं त्रिषा जी के साथ। Okay, so that is the point. But I want to ask you guys, that what about Shefali Verma? I think, uh, Coach Amar Bujumdar said that there might be a chance for Shefali for the World Cup, ODI World Cup squad after seeing that fantastic knock in the 50 T20. There is no doubt that she's played a fantastic knock in the 50 T20 against England, but that is the only knock in 5 matches in the T20 series. Then again, you saw how she did in the T20 series against Australia. She didn't do that much, and then again today she got a start, but she failed to continue. So I think the door is closed for her now for this ODI World Cup at least, and it should be. I'm not sure what Indian team management might think and will come up when the final squad will be announced. But for me, I think the door must be closed, and I think she must focus to get a permanent place for the team. Obviously, in the T20 setup, she has been a permanent member, and she will be a permanent member. What I believe, but let's see. I think for now, the ODI as place in the ODI World Cup squad, I think it is done and dusted because she should have done more better in this Australia tour, especially showing more consistency. शिवराज कल सिंह चले, आज आप प्रेडिक्शन कीजिए, टॉप 5 रन स्कोर इन द टूर्नामेंट। सी आई थिंक कल ही हम लोग बात कर रहे थे कि जैसे ऑस्ट्रेलियंस बहुत सारे हैं, ऑब्वियसली ग्रेस हैरिस इज देयर। ग्रेस हैरिस जिस तरह कंसिस्टेंसी दिखा रहा है, आई थिंक she is expected to be in the list at least by the end of the tournament, at least in the top 5. So Grace Harris is there. Obviously, I will love to see Devina Perrin, someone like a young player like Devina Perrin, India come in the top 5 list. I would love to see. Obviously, Laura Ulbert is one of my favorite batters to see. So if she managed to to be in the top 5 list, I will love that. Beth, Beth, Beth Mooney is there because she scored that 70, so she is also in that list. So I think these are all the quality players, and I think as we saw already that there's more Australians than the England players, right? And I think that will be the case by the end of the tournament also. Okay, okay, sorry, Trishadi is already here. I didn't see. Okay, okay, guys, Trishadi is back.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm sorry.
okay,
I had to
Trishadi.
be in another. Yeah,
Yes,
tell
yes, I
me.
told that. Yeah, Trishadi got some urgent work. That is why she couldn't join. But Trishadi, before talking about these 2 games that we have in 100 tournament, we have to talk about the first ODI win for India A women against Australia A women today. I think the way Yastika batted, I think she grabbed the opportunity because after a long time she got an opportunity, a crucial 59-run knock. But I think you will also think that she would be more happier if she could have closed the game because at one stage I think the way she and Dhara Gujjar was batting, I think both of them could have ended the game, easily. An unfortunate dismissal for Dhara, leg side, leg side she got caught. So no sound suddenly. I think you have to rejoin. Yes. Okay, some sound issue. Nope.
Is it okay now?
Yes. No. Okay. Yes.
Yeah, I think my Bluetooth was out of charge. Yeah, as I was saying, I will change your wordings a little. You said could have, I would say should have. There's no reason how Dhara and Yastika were playing in a one-day match when when you just need 215. There was no need to rush. There was no need to it wasn't an unfortunate dismissal. It was a dismissal that you cannot afford. When you are on 31 playing that shot, I thought if you ask me, if I'm Dhara, I would think it's a chance missed.
Absolutely, absolutely. And at at number three, you are getting a chance. I think that was a huge opportunity for her. But she looked good. Oh, I
Yes.
just hope that I just hope that she doesn't get dropped from the second game. The way it happened in the
No,
T20
I don't
game.
think in ODIs it won't. I don't think
Yes,
in ODIs that will happen.
yes. Yes, because the ODI game suits her, and she has that game, and obviously we hope to see a big knock from her. Okay, there are some comments, Trishadi. I think okay, Swish is here. Georgia Adams has also been impressive captain. Today's match could test her captaincy.
Yes, I do think that
Yes,
Georgia Adams has been one of the impressive, captains. So yes, it's a big game. It's a big game for her tonight. Her and her
okay,
teammates.
Southern Brave. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, for Southern. And obviously, if you see the first match, I think the second match is more significant than the first match, as I've been mentioning several times. Because in the first game, both teams have won twice, two matches, two
Yes.
wins. So I think one loss will
Yes.
not make that much of difference. Obviously, no teams want to break that momentum. But in the second game, it is a huge game for Welsh fan because they have not won a game so far in two games, two losses. For Manchester Originals, also a different kind of challenge because they are searching for that consistency. They started with a loss, then they won one match, then again they lost another match. So I think they're looking for that consistency. So I think it's a big match. The second match is more significant. But what do you expect to say? Do you expect Wells Fad to open their account today, or again it's a disappointing result for them waiting?
I hope they open an account. I mean, makes the game makes the points table more interesting. But I don't know. Somehow Welsh Fire has not found out the fire that's there in their name. They need it very quickly. Otherwise, see, out of two matches, they are on not. But if you look at the points table, there are two teams at 8, and then
Yes.
there's already one team that's on 12.
Hmm.
So you don't want that gap to become bigger. And it's the same for Manchester Originals as well, because they are 4 points out of 3. So you don't want to be 4 out of 4, because then it's a lot of catching up to do. You are already 2 games behind London Spirits. I mean, two wins behind London Spirits. So I think that way it's a very very significant game. But one way, if now Welsh wins, then there will be a complete mid-table mess.
Hmm.
Because everyone will be in 4 points apart from Trent Rockets. So it
I think
becomes
it's good for
interesting.
the tournament. Good
Yeah,
for the
it's
tournament.
brilliant for the tournament. As I said, everyone fighting for that one place, or two places rather. I think no, one place, because
One piece.
obviously
Yes.
Southern Brave and Northern
Hmm.
Superchargers are already in 8 points. London at 12. So these three are quite would then become it would then be a nice difference between the top three and the bottom, five teams rather. So I would hope Welsh does well, but I don't know why. But I'm having a gut feeling that Manchester will continue their winning run.
Yes, yes. I have also the same kind of gut feeling, but let's see. Okay, she's saying that I think Yastika will be in our World Cup squad in place of Shefali, could actually open Shirima. Yeah, absolutely. I think Yastika
But
will be
no,
in the World Cup.
the 1 second. 1 second. But Shirish, Shafali was not in the ODI squad
Yes,
at all.
not in the place of Shefali.
So
Shefali is not in the
yeah,
squad. And
Yastika
Yastika
was in the
already
ODI squad.
part of the ODS squad.
Yeah,
Yes, yes.
I think
Yeah,
she's your backup wicket keeper, no?
exactly. But scoring
But
these
I don't
runs will
think she's
give her a
getting
lot of
there.
confidence.
Yes and no, but because she opened the batting. Where is your chance in
She's
opening the
not going
batting
to
for
open.
India? Yeah, Smriti is not retiring anytime soon. There's no chance. And Pratika has been doing well unless see, the World Cup is in India, so I don't see Pratika not doing well. In that case, I don't see her opening. Yestika could have come in at number 3 throughout the World Cup. You have not tried her at number 3. So you're not expecting her to be in the at number 3.
Yes.
I mean, now I think it's Harleen only at number 3. So yeah, it is what it is.
Okay, but Srish saying I think Wells Fire will win today. Okay, let's see, Srish, what happens.
Yeah. Shirish
Yes.
will. Shirish have said Welsh will win. No, so that means Manchester will win.
Okay, dream need motivation. Something numbers are a big name you have. So asking that
Of
where is
course, I
Gargi?
know
Where is
him.
Gargi? So
Gargi is on a
Yes,
vacation.
vacation.
Has gone for a vacation.
Yes,
Dream,
yes,
meet, motivation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay.
yes. Okay, any more comments? ओके जस्ट वन कमेंट क्रिकेट के अलावा आपका हॉबी क्या है आप दोनों का बता सकते हो
मेरा है बुक्स पढ़ना,
बुक
मैं बहुत ज्यादा पढ़ती हूँ, हाँ.
बस मेरा तो है गाना सुनना स्विमिंग बोल सकते हो आप ऐसा
Yeah, what is your hobby?
स्विमिंग और लिसनिंग म्यूजिक
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And also playing with his doggo. He has a cute
yes
brother, Biscuit.
yes that is a mandatory thing for me otherwise it is very difficult
Otherwise, Biscuit will throw him out of the house.
yes 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 Yes. Okay. Okay, Tushati. The first game, Northern Superchargers versus Southern Brave.
Yes.
Especially Lauren Bell will be in action. Kate Cross will be in action against her. The two England pacers going against at each other.
Yes, absolutely. Just a second. What is the playing 11?
Yeah.
Uh,
This is.
uh,
I have. I have.
yeah, no, I was just checking the
Okay.
playing 11. So, yeah, interesting. Lauren Bell, obviously, I do think that Lauren Bell is going to be a very interesting and important player in the England lineup in this World Cup. So, how she performs in the 100, I think, will be the kind of form and confidence that she'll carry, carry forward. Kate Cross again, another interesting one, and somebody who has been part of RCB and has seen that whole whole Indian atmosphere, has
Mm.
played here. So interesting. But do you kind of feel that experience-wise, international experience-wise, Southern Brave looks the more internationally experienced side?
Yes, absolutely. I already told that for me in this match, Southern Brave starts as favorites because if you see the balance between in the batting department and in the bowling department, I think they look most balanced, more balanced than Northern Super Giants. Because if you see the batting, Danny Whitehorse there, Maya Boucher is there, Laura Ulbert at number three, Sophie Devine at number four. Then you have Chloe Tryon, then you have Freya Kemp, and these all six players are enough experience in the international circuit. So I think that is why they are a bit ahead on paper. And obviously the way they have performed. See, one game Laura Ulbert owned you while chasing, played so sensibly. Second game with all round brilliance of Sophie Devine, you won that game. So I think the way for this team, at least the experienced players have come up. Okay,
Yes, that's
we
the
have
more important part.
exactly. So we are the experienced player, and this is the opportunity we have to cash in, and they have cashed in. So I think that is the good thing for them. But I would love to see today's battle against Devina Payne against Lauren Bell. So that will be interesting to see.
Yes. Also, now that Capsy has scored yesterday, I'm getting a
Yes,
little greedy, and I want Phoebe Litchfield to score now,
exactly,
because
exactly. Today,
another, prodigy who has not yet consistently performed. You want that
yes,
consistency from Litchfield. First of all, she has to start performing. That's one, and then of course,
exactly.
she has to then continue. Uh-huh.
Absolutely. And Phoebe will going to be a part of the Australian World Cup squad, no doubt about
Yes,
that.
obviously,
So
obviously.
yes, but I think if she doesn't perform
Phoebe
consistently,
Litchfield also
maybe
used to keep, Phoebe
yes,
Litchfield also used to keep.
yes,
So this is
but
very interesting for Phoebe also, no? With Aliza Healy, probably this is Healy's last World Cup with the injury and all that. So it is pretty interesting that Phoebe can. I don't know. I mean, when was the last time she kept? I don't remember, but she should try her hand at that, because then that gives, like, even if she is not consistent enough, because to be very honest, even Healy is not a consistent batter,
yes,
but
even today she
because
didn't
also
look
the
good.
wicket keeper. exactly. But you know what? Because she is the wicket keeper now. Of course, she's the captain. But even
Hmm.
before this, because she was the wicket keeper, it was not easy replacing her. So I think
Yes,
that's something that Phoebe should keep in mind.
absolutely. Okay, before wrapping up, Trisha, the expectation, what will be the score that Northern Superchargers will put up?
Yeah, this is very interesting. I saw in one of the sites,
Hmm.
they have given two toss results. One says Southern Brave has won, then says Northern Superchargers has won. That's why I said, what happened? But yeah, I expect Northern Superchargers to score something around 140-ish, 145 to 150, and I think Southern Brave will chase it down.
Will change. Yes, absolutely. Even I think, as I mentioned, that Southern Brave will start this match as favorites, and I think they will chase down around 140, 150. They will chase it down because the experience batters they have, and they have been in good form. This is not like someone like, okay, for the last two matches, these players have not amongst runs because they have scored
Yeah,
runs. So I think the
yeah,
confidence is there, and they will be, comfortable enough to chase around 140, 150. So let's see.
absolutely.
Thank you guys for joining in. Thank you, Tushadi. Obviously, let's enjoy both the matches, and we'll definitely back for the post-match show after the completion of both the matches. And then we'll discuss about the matches. Okay. Thank you guys. Till then, take care and enjoy the matches. Thank you.